Hello FPL fans and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got the knee-jerk reaction for FPL GW36. In this video we take a look at some of the most transferred in and transferred out players for this game week and make a recommendation to you guys as to whether or not you should go with the crowd and bring these players into your teams or release them from your squads. So don't forget to like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and once again share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So starting off with the most transferred in players for this game week, beginning with Heung-min Son. Son has seen 21,000 managers transfer him in so far this week, as he is coming off a very impressive 7 points in Gameweek 35. This has meant that he has now totaled his points to 218 for the season, and has been great value for his £9.5 million price tag. Also with an ownership of just 43.5%, this has reduced by about 10% over the last few weeks, so he is coming a slightly more of a differential option. In Son's last 3 matches, he has hauls of 10, 12 and 7 respectively, as he has a very impressive form of 7.6. Over this period, he has got himself 3 goals and 1 assist, and is looking very threatening for the Spurs. Also with Spurs, very good fixtures to end the season, which include Wolves, Aston Villa and Leicester. It could be a good time to get Heung-min Son back into the side if you have transferred him out previously, as he wasn't showing form earlier in the season, but he is now playing very well at the moment. Moving on to the second most transferred in player for this game week, it is Stuart Dallas. He has already seen 20,000 managers move him in, as he got 9 points in Gameweek 35. This means he has scored 158 FPL points for the season, which does make him one of the top scoring defenders in the game. Also at just £5.2 million, he could be a good cheaper alternative option to some other defenders around the £7 million price tag. In the last 3 game weeks, Dallas has got himself 1 clean sheet and 1 goal, as he's recorded at 16 points over this period. Obviously Dallas, with that more attacking role at Leeds United, does provide that good attacking threat compared to many other defenders, as he's playing that cam position for the majority of the match before he goes back into his right back or left back spot. Obviously, if you can get a defender in FPL that is playing so far up the pitch, it is definitely worthwhile to do so, and with Leeds' incredible fixtures to end the season, which include Burnley, Southampton and West Brom, it could definitely be worthwhile having Stuart Dallas in the squad for the run home. And moving on to the third most transferred in player for this week, it is another Leeds asset in Patrick Bamford, who is back to his scoring ways, seeing 17,000 managers move him in. Bamford got himself a goal and maximum bonus points to record 9 points in Gameweek 35, as he got back to his scoring ways against Tottenham. This has meant that he has scored 175 points for the season and is one of the top scoring forwards in FPL. Also, his ownership is only sitting at around 38.1%, which has reduced dramatically over the previous weeks. This was Bamford's first goal since Gameweek 29, but I can see why managers are moving him in, as once he's back to his scoring ways he can get on a bit of a roll, and with Leeds' very good fixtures to end the season, which do include Burnley, Southampton and West Brom, he could be one definitely to consider for the squad, also considering that he is only £6.3 million and could be a good cheaper alternative striker. So now moving on to the most transferred players for this game week, starting off with Kelechi Iheanacho. Iheanacho has been the most popular player to depart the squads this week, seeing 25,000 managers move him on. This is quite surprising, as he did record 7 points so far in Gameweek 35, as he still has that second fixture in his double game week, and has brought up the 100 points for the season. Obviously at £6.3 million and a fairly low ownership of 26.5%, he has been a very good value and a decent differential option in recent weeks. Obviously, Iheanacho has been a baptism of fire for Leicester recently, as he has only blanked once since Gameweek 26. With 10 goals and 2 assists in his last 10 matches, he has been in great form recently for Leicester, as he has been in some of the best form in FPL. But obviously Leicester do have this blank game week in Gameweek 36, which is why a lot of managers are moving him on. But considering how good form he's been in recently, it could be worthwhile just holding on to him for this blank game week and then backing him in for the last 2 game weeks of the season, as Leicester do have James Maddison back in the side and they are looking a lot more threatening in attack. I think in terms of Iheanacho, you have to take the form over fixtures, and despite not playing in Gameweek 36, you can just bench him for this game week and then back him in for the last 2 games, as you could almost bank on him getting at least 1 goal. Also, seeing Tottenham concede 3 goals to Leeds this game week does provide hope that Iheanacho can beat the Spurs defence, and since he's been in such good form, definitely hold on to him. Moving on to the second most transferred player, it is Bruno Fernandes. He has already seen 24,000 managers move him out this week because Manchester United do have that blank game week in Gameweek 36. Obviously, Fernandes does have the awesome triple game week for Manchester United this week, where he could be projected to get quite a few points. Also, being a top scoring player in FPL with 221 points under the belt, he has been prolific for United this season. But in recent weeks, he has been a bit out of touch as he's only recorded 1 assist in his last 5 matches. But with 16 goals and 13 assists this season, he has been a good long-term player to have in the FPL squads. And as I said before, United do have the blank in Gameweek 36, but after this they face Fulham at home and Wolves away, which are 2 very promising fixtures for him. You could make a case either way as to whether or not you should keep or sell Bruno Fernandes. In my opinion, it could be worthwhile moving him on as he has been out of form recently, and with that blank in Gameweek 36, you could move him on to a high priced player at around his price tag who will play for this game week, as you are spending quite a lot of money on Bruno Fernandes, so you do want someone that is going to play. It would be worthwhile benching a player that is cheaper, like a £6 million player like Iheanacho, but at £11.5 million, you don't want that sort of money sitting on the bench, so I would move on Bruno Fernandes this week. And moving on to the third most transferred up player for this game week, it is Jamie Vardy, who has already seen 21,000 managers move him on. Despite all these transfers out, Jamie Vardy did get himself an assist in Gameweek 35 in Leicester's first of their 2 fixtures. With 170 points this season, he is also one of the highest scoring FPL forwards in the game, but is a bit pricey at £10.3 million. In his last 4 matches, Vardy has recorded 1 goal and 2 assists, getting himself 19 points over this period. But once again, with Leicester's difficult fixtures to end the season, with the blank in 36 and then those fixtures against Chelsea and Tottenham in 37 and 38, it could be worthwhile moving Vardy on, as similarly to Fernandes, he is quite a lot of money which you just don't want to be sitting on your bench. If you are looking for a Leicester forward, then Iheanacho is obviously the man in form, and he is £4 million cheaper, so I would definitely look to move Vardy on after this week. So that's what I've got for today for the knee-jerk reaction of FPL Gameweek 36. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. And once again, share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. And that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.